It was a quiet morning in Austin, Texas. The gym smelled of old wood and sweat, a place where dreams were built, broken, and rebuilt again. Noah Parker stood in front of the mirror, staring at the reflection of a man he barely recognized. Once, he had been a rising star, the pride of his college, a runner with the speed of lightning and the smile of confidence. But now, his right leg was locked in a brace. A reminder of the moment that changed everything. The fall had happened during the state championship finals. Noah was seconds away from crossing the finish line when he felt a sharp, tearing pain shoot up his thigh. He collapsed mid-run, screaming in agony as thousands watched in stunned silence. Doctors later told him he had torn his hamstring and fractured his knee. His career, they said, was over. For months, Noah refused to accept it. He tried to train again, only to collapse in pain. Friends drifted away, sponsors withdrew their support. The boy who once ran toward his dreams was now trapped in a storm of self-doubt. The dark days. Noah's world became smaller. Just his room, a few bottles of painkillers, and silence. He stopped answering calls, stopped showing up at the gym, stopped believing in himself. His mother, Grace, watched her son fade day by day. One night, she walked into his room, placed an old photograph on his desk, a picture of young Noah, barefoot and smiling, running on a dirt road. "You ran before you even knew how to walk," she said softly. "That fire's still inside you. Noah, you just forgot how to feel it." Then she walked out, leaving him alone with his memories. The spark returns that night. Noah couldn't sleep. He stared at the photo for hours. At 3 a.m., he stood up, slowly, painfully, and took his first unassisted step in months. It wasn't graceful, it wasn't fast, but it was forward, and that was enough. He began small morning walks, light stretches, hours of physical therapy. The pain was constant, but so was his determination. Every time his body said stop, his heart said, not yet. The rebuild. By the third month, Noah was back in the gym, not to compete, but to learn. He began helping other injured athletes recover, guiding them through physical therapy routines. He realized that though his running career might be over, his purpose wasn't. He enrolled in a sports science course at a local college, studying rehabilitation and performance training. He worked part-time at a gym, saving every dollar to start something of his own. It wasn't about glory anymore. It was about giving back. The Rise Again years passed. Noah became one of the most respected fitness coaches in Texas. Athletes came from all over the country to train under him. He never forgot his pain. He used it. He told his trainees, "Your limits aren't your end, they're just your beginning." And one day, the same stadium where Noah had once fallen invited him back, not as a runner, but as a coach of the state's youth team. Standing at the finish line, he watched his students sprint across the track, fierce, fearless, unstoppable. As they crossed the line, Noah smiled, eyes glistening with pride. He whispered, "This is what victory looks like, not in running the fastest, but in never giving up." The legacy. Noah opened a sports rehabilitation center named Fire Within Fitness, a place where injured athletes could rebuild both their bodies and their spirit. At the entrance, engraved on a bronze plaque, were the words, "You may lose the race, but never lose the fire." Every person who walked through that door felt it. The power of pain turned into purpose. Noah's story became a beacon of hope for anyone who had ever been told you can't, because he proved that you can, again and again and again.